Greetings, Mythics. How are we all? Yes, we are here with another Portal of Chaos. It is part 7. My name is Ken Boyter, but you probably already know that because you've been watching the Edra YouTube channel or you've been watching the live streams. Yes, the live streams happen on the Twitch channel, but if you go over to the Edra Tales YouTube channel, then you can see all of the episodes, because if you miss one, hey, you'll want to catch up. But you already know that. Well, I'm assuming you want to catch up. Well, you might not want to catch up. Would they want to catch up? I don't know. Anyway, this is Grockle Snook. He is the Bottled Imp from the Bottled Imp. And we have over 450 videos over on the Bottled Imp YouTube channel, not the Edra Tales YouTube channel. The Bottled Imp YouTube channel. Fantasy board game reviews, fantasy book reviews, and fantasy film reviews. So if you want to check that out, then be our guest. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost you anything. Hello there, Jam. Good heartening Edralites. I think you're the first one, Jam. I think you're the first one. I've actually surprised you all by being on time tonight. So that's what's done it. People are going, yeah, Ken's normally... Hello, Steve. Hello. Although I should have done that for you as well, Jam. So yeah, people are going to be a bit confused. They're going, yeah, we've still got another 10 minutes before Ken goes live. Yes, every Wednesday, 7 PM UK time, we go live to do a You Decide game book. And we have done loads of game books over the last... God, how long have we been doing this now? 4 years? 5 years? Maybe? Was it pre-COVID? I can't remember. We've done fantasy fighting books. We've done... I've forgotten the name of that series there. Fantasy fighting books. We've done Lone Wolf books. We've done Jonathan Green's Ace game books. We've done a few Jam, or one of Jam's books. I can't remember now. Which was a Savage Realms books book. So yeah, we've done loads. We've done Choose Your Own Adventure. We've done... God, I can't think. What else? What other series? Oh, we've done the Sword of the Bastard Elf. Oh no, we haven't done that one. I've done that one solo. I've played that one solo. Because it is a big, chunky game book. It's too big to do as a live stream. And also it's an adult book. It's got adult themes and adult language in it. So we don't do that. We don't do live streams of that. How is everybody? How are you, Steve? How are you, Jam? As I say, I think you're the only two because I'm not normally this early. I'm not normally on time. So it's all a bit weird, isn't it? What should we talk about? Raiders of the Idrium Caves has been sent to Troy. Well done, well done. So, for those of you that don't know, if you are watching this back on YouTube, Jam, or I should say Zahara Jamara, if that's how you pronounce it, Jam, or James Haron, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm rubbish at pronunciation, as you can tell. He has done a Kickstarter. And he has written a game book from said Kickstarter. And I've written a Kickstarter. No, I had a Kickstarter and I wrote a game book from said game book Kickstarter. And if you backed both of the Kickstarters, then you get a free joint game book. Well, it's one story from Jam and one story from me. And Jam's one is Raiders of the Idrium Caves. And... we've also had some great news because Troy from Savage Realms game books has agreed to publish each of them separately so that everybody can get them, because we were done it exclusive for those. However, if you have backed both projects, you're going to get the digital version and you are also going to get the printed versions for free as well, whereas everyone else will have to pay for it. Hi Ron. Hey. Hi, Rons. So there we go. So yes, we are back for part 7, Portal of Chaos. Now, we did part 6. We are very, very close. So I've got a feeling that we are going to probably wrap this one up tonight. I don't really want to do a part 8, because normally I do 6 sessions on a game book. That's normally quite right. Hello, Spellsing. How are you? Good evening. How are things? They are very well, thanks. I probably tricked everybody because I was actually 7 PM. I was on time tonight. So I think that's thrown a lot of people. They're not used to that. However, I've tricked myself because I've pre-opened this by mistake. Normally I open it on camera on the live stream, but this one is, I don't know what this is called. Have we got anybody that speaks Japanese or Chinese? Dia Dong Pale Ale. Oh, that's what it's called. It's in English up here. Can you see it? And it is 5.1 percentage. It says censored, so that must be a Rudy word in Japan. Dia Dong. Maybe it's meant to be ding dong. I don't know. Spelsync is good. Glad to catch your stream. Yeah, you are more than welcome. We are glad that you are here. I'm just going to pour myself a beer. So let me know what you're drinking. Ooh, it's got that fruity smell. It's got that fruity smell. Now this is one of the beers. Jonathan sent me a link where I could claim some free beers. So cheers, Jonathan. Hopefully you'll be here tonight. You'll be here tonight. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Maybe there's different companies that make all these different funny beers with the fancy snazzy packaging. Anyway, cheers. Here's to game books and all that sail in them. No, don't. Every time we've got on a boat, when we do a game book, we always crash the boat. So no. Here's to many quests of adventures. Oh, I like that one. Not that I haven't liked the other ones, but this one really hits. This is a bit of fruity, but not overpowering fruity, and it doesn't taste too chemically either. It's got a nice little bit of a kicker to it. Yeah, I like that one. Let's get drunk, everybody. So, I've been watching... has anybody heard of the YouTube channel Beer and Board Games? If you like watching board games being played, and you like watching people drink, who doesn't? There's a great... Yeah, it's called Blame Society. Blame Society Films is the actual name of the YouTube channel. But if you type in Beer and Board Games YouTube, you should come up with them. Ron Seal. Doesn't taste like Ron Seal, is that what you're saying? I didn't like Athletic's Foot at first, but then it slowly grew on me. There we go. There we go. So yes, so that is the beer that we're drinking. Anybody else drinking tonight? Or just let me know, even if it's a soft drink, what we're drinking. I'll give you a quick update as well. So this is the said Kickstarter that I've done. To Kill a Thief is the game book. Oh, jams on the homebrew, always dangerous. I guess you have no idea what percentage it is. How can you tell what percentage it is? I've just had an orange tango. Nice. Hopefully you've orange, been tangoed. Yes, To Kill a Thief, the game book. I have done the monumental task of correcting all the proofreading that has come to me. Well, when I say all, well, all of it that's come to me at the moment. So here is the game book printed out in full on A4, and it's double-sided. It's 200 pages, I think. Is it 200 pages? I can't remember now. But it's 407 entries, and here it all is. So I have done all of Claire's corrections. Yeah, so this was me ticking them off. This is the whole corrections. There they are, all written out. And Sally had proofread 200 of them. So I, in effect, corrected 600 entries. So I went through Claire's corrections and made them. Then I went through Sally's the first 200 entries, and I've made them. But now I've printed out this next lot, yeah, and Sally's now going to proofread the last 200 sections. So then both Claire and Sally will have actually proofread all of the manuscript, all of the entries. So they've been proofread twice, plus me. I proofread them before I handed them to Sally and Claire. And then, after I get Sally's one back, I'm going to then print it out again. So I'll make all of her corrections. And then I'll print it out again. And then I'm going to proofread it again myself. So in a way, it should have 5 proofreads. But then what I've got to do is the play testing. I've got to go through everybody's play testing, the people that kindly play tested it for me, and go through their corrections. Use a gravity thermometer. I've forgotten what that's for. Oh, yes. I thought I was just complaining about some sort of ailment. Yes, no, it is for your ale. It is for your ale. How do you test the percentage of a beer or a lager? So what's the strongest beer you've ever made then, Jam? What is the strongest? This is 5.1. So I'm very happy. Progress is being made. The illustrations are done. I need to then scan them in. So once I've done all the playtesting corrections, hopefully there won't be too many. Julian from Babel_17 Twitch channel, he is very thorough. So he's going through everything very thoroughly. So he might find out more than I think there is. But I'm hoping that there's not too many broken links and that it will take me quite quick to sort out any playtesting issues. It might not be the case. It might be the case. So that's where I am with that. And then once I've done that, then I'm going to write my 200 entry or 100 entries of a little extra game book for the backers. Anyway, look, it looks like there's only going to be 3 people watching. But that's all right. That's all right. Hopefully, yeah, I think people are so used to me coming on late. And also, people do tend to rely on Twitch's notifications. But hey, summer is, I guess, officially over. We're into September now, aren't we? So maybe people are, they're getting back into the winter routine now, or the autumn routine. And so they might have forgotten that it's on tonight. But hey, that's all right, because I only need one person to make a decision. We 3 can do this. Exactly. There's not a lot left to go, Spelsing, so I'm sure we can do this. So, what we'll do then, without further ado, let's crack on. I'm just going to make space for part 7. So, as I say, normally I would just do part 6, and that would be the end of the game book, whether we beat it or not. However, you lot, last time, you voted that you wanted to carry on. Like fools. So, we are so close. Let's just read the previous one to the one that we're actually on, 246. Oh, okay, yeah. So we did meet the main dude. We're actually in talks with Omen Rose. He went through the portal. We went back to the ancient texts like children who'd learned how to read. It was all there. It'd always been. A gateway to the asteroid belt. A portal from the stars. So he had found a portal on the planet, presumably Earth, and then he managed to find it and go through it. His face shines with excitement. Can you imagine what it was like? Stood there on the edge of the unknown. But we agreed that I'd go through the portal and she'd wait for my return. But when I tried to get back, and the she in this is Veronica Dyer, who was the woman that commissioned us to go and find him in the first place. He stops suddenly and stares into the past. She locked it behind me, Coda. She locked me out. Lee, hello. Not so late at all, that. Yes, not so late as all that. No, exactly. We've literally just started. I'm rereading the previous one. Hello there, Lee. Good to hear from you. It might have thrown a lot of people, actually, because I did start. started live streaming at 7 p.m, which I know is the time that we're meant to start. However, you know me, I'm normally about 5 minutes late. So I think that sort of threw people. So, I was a fool. She never cared what was on this side. She just wanted me out of the way. As the laughter dies, there's a mad glint in his eye. But she's a bigger fool because she didn't make sure I was dead. His hands open and close like claws, and with an effort he brings them under control. No, You shouldn't mistake me for a good man, Coda. I only wish I'd thought of it first. Her giant leap. You watch him closely. How do you think she got started? Do you think she invented those space gates? No. She just stole the workings of the portal and covered her tracks. All her fortune and power, her whole empire built on one betrayal. So, Dyer, what was her name? Dyer Wolf? No, Veronica Dyer. She made more portals from the ancient texts and ancient diagrams. He went through it to find out what was there. She locked him out and then stole all the plans and then made her own portals and made her fame and fortune. In silence, in the silence that follows, you hear the distant roar of many beasts. He smiles and puts a finger to his ear. So, I think it's time for a little reunion, don't you? Me and Veronica, to show her what I found here. But before I go, Coda, perhaps you'd like to see for yourself. Turn to 130. You cry out as his throne closes around him like a cocoon. It twitches and pulses, and in the pale walls, black veins start to throb. There's a bubbling sound, and the ground beneath your feet is suddenly hot. You scramble back, and a symbol appears in the stone. A sign within a circle glows brighter and hotter until the stone ripples like molten rock. There's something emerging. Horns, a head, huge shoulders, and a powerful body that ends with two black hooves. It's a minotaur, like the one from ancient legend, standing in a circle. You hear laughter as the cocoon opens to reveal Omen, still seated. Do you like him, Coda? I made him specially for you. You train your blaster on the beast. Is it real? You try to keep your voice calm. As real as any of us, as real as the others outside, but we won't leave the circle. But he won't leave the circle until I say. He runs his hands lovingly over the dark ridges of his throne. This is what I found here, a barren world, an empty tower, and this. When I first saw it, I was nearly dead from thirst. I just crawled into the seat and wanted to die. The Minotaur tosses his head impatiently, but Omen continues. I opened my eyes and saw visions in the darkness. There was no hunger or thirst. I thought I must be dead. But then I realized the throne has closed around me, and slowly I learnt its secrets. You tell him to go to the point. You tell him to get to the point, and a gleam enters his eyes. The point is, Coda, all the things we read about in the ancient tales, those terrible monsters and strange guardians, they were real. They were formed by this throne and sent to Earth. Long ago, someone else sat here, maybe Murdoch. But now, it's mine, an instrument of vengeance. He raises his arms in exultation. I've summoned a whole army just for her. We shall come from the sky like avenging fire, and all Veronica's fortune and power won't save her. And you, Coda. He meets your eye and smiles. You open the way. The beast roars and lets his arms drop. Foam flies from its jaws, and your desperate shots do nothing to slow its charge. You back away and activate your claws. It was all true, exactly. All those myths and legends, they're true. I always knew they were true. Okay, so we do have to fight a Minotaur. We have to do it in 3 rounds. He's only got 2 damage that we need to inflict on him. We have, but if we get a damage, we get 3 wounds on us per damage. So this is what we're going to do. It's combat, and it's different to fighting fantasy, and probably any other game book as well. We have to predict what we're going to roll. So if you roll a 7 or more, your opponent loses 1 combat point. Power attack, we roll 9 or more, your opponent loses 3 combat points. However, obviously it's harder to roll 9 or more with with 2 dice, 2d6s. Master of Mayhem, no one's played it, but now I can recall it was set in Aron because it was Titan. Because it was in Titan. Oh, okay. Well, we should get onto that. That's the next game book that we're going to be doing. We might not get onto it tonight, but definitely from next week we'll be doing that. Yeah, I don't think anyone's played it. That's great. That's good. We're all in it together. Okay, so what would you like? What do you think we're going to roll then? Would you like to do a standard attack where we roll 7 or more? Or would you like to do power attack where we have to roll 9 or more? We've got 3 rounds to win, so bear that in mind. What would you like to do? You decide. Type standard if you want to do a standard attack, with which if we get 7 or more we'll do 1 point of damage. Or type power attack and we will kill it outright, but we do have to get 9 or above. I found a gamebook club. Oh, fantastic. On Reddit Discord for September, we are reading Heart of Ice by Dave Morris. Nice. That's great. Standard. Oh, I hear good things about Heart of Ice. Well, Dave Morris, yeah, he's a very good writer, apparently. I don't think we've done a Dave Morris book. Didn't he do Fable? Didn't he do like an open world afterwards? So we've got two for standards. I think standard it is then. Spellsing would also like standard. So which dice would you like? Would you like the Fighting Fantasy ones? Kind of has to be. Oh no, it's Portal of Chaos. Would you like the blue Elder Scrolls dice? Not Elder Scrolls. H.P. Lovecraft. Or would you like the green H.P. Lovecraft? Or would you like Talisman? Would you like Talisman? Fabled Lands. Yeah, that's the one with Jamie Thompson. Yeah. And Dave Morris did Nightmare. Fantastic. I had the luck to speak with them both at FF5. Yes, I don't know what Dave Morris looks like or what Jamie Thompson looks like, but I think I went to their talk. Did they do a talk? I think they might have done. Oh no, I think I did their talk. I went to their talk. Trugard was the the dog's dangly bits. Okay, well, none of you are voting, so we're going to go with the Fighting Fantasy. I just thought I'd let you. We want to their talk together. Oh, we went to their talk together. Oh, sorry, Steve. Yes, of course. Yeah, I thought I had done. I thought, yeah, and you sat next to. Yeah, we sat. Fable Lands, which all link, which is cool but never finished. It's tricky, I guess, if you're in the hands of a publisher. Yeah, well, mine are all going to link via the fact that they're all set in the same world. The world of Edra. So all my game books are going to be set there, and I will have reoccurring characters that come into different books. So you'll get to know, non-player characters over a course of time. If you read more and more of the books. Okay, so this is it. We need to get a 7 or above. We can do it. Boom. Have some of that. We didn't even have to cheat that time. So that is 1 point of damage. So what would you like then? Would you like to do another standard attack, or would you want to do a power attack? Standard, type standard or power. We'll put 7 or 9. What would you like us to do? They did release the final book a few years ago. It was technically written by someone else. Oh, was it? Interesting. Oh, that's strange how they never asked Dave Morris then to write it. Presumably he's probably still had the copyright though. Power. Oh, Steve's feeling fruity. Steve's feeling tasty. Oh, see, the problem with these beers is they go down very quickly. They go down very easily. Kickstarter. Oh, well, it might have been a Kickstarter. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. But I would have thought that whoever wrote it needed permission from them. Power standard. Do we have to let the die decide which one? Anyone else want to vote? Do you want a standard attack? We only need a standard attack, so it kind of makes sense to do the standard attack. Or do you want to really stick it to them and go for the power? What would you like? It's only a Minotaur. I would have thought it had more power than that. What would you like? What would you like? Anyone? Time Bandits. Time Bandits. Time Bandits, the board game. I really want to do that. Yeah, Dave Morris even kept the rights to his Fighting Fantasy books and rewrote them to fit Fable Lands. Oh, did he? Oh, that's very interesting. I think you do. I'm sure Jonathan Green did as well. Okay, we need to roll for the dice then. 1, 2, or 3 is going to be standard. 4, 5, and 6 is going to be power. It is a 1, 2, or 3, so we only need a standard attack. Here we go then. We need 7 or above. Yes. Look at that. Remember those dice rolls when everybody complains that I roll low dice? Just remember that. Oh yes, if you win, which we did, have some of that Minotaur. I wonder what we're gonna do now. I wonder what Omen's gonna do. He's gonna go, oh, I didn't expect you to win. I was only mucking about. The chamber rings with the sound of an axe on claw. It's all you can do to keep the beast at bay. Finally, your back strikes the wall and it lowers its horns to run you through. Almost in slow motion, you see the exposed flesh on the back of its neck and sink your claws deep. 257. Hopefully, you'll actually have more choices to make this week. That is one slight criticism I have of this book, is that there's not enough choices then. Heart of Ice is diceless, so we wouldn't be able to blame you if we ever played that. Oh, okay. Wow, Heart of Ice is diceless. Well, that'll be interesting. Maybe we ought to do that. The beast roars and gurgles horribly and is finally still. Breathing heavily, you get to your feet. Omen is seated on his throne and your heart sinks. 3 more creatures are standing beside him, each with the head and chest of a man and the body of a monstrous scorpion, and the great bow slung across their back. Omen whistles to himself, a strange tune that sounds like wind on a lonely night. Make it quick, he murmurs, and the scorpion men scuttle forwards. Your eyes flick from one to the other, and you'll know you'll never defeat all 3. Your only hope is just to survive the onslaught. Fortunately, they give little thought to fighting as a group, so if you lose a round, only count the damage from one you chose to target, and if you win the round, only deduct the combat points from the attacker too. Remember to keep a note of how many rounds you have left to survive. Oh, wow. I don't know how we can... We've just got to survive then. It says that if you're still alive after all the rounds have been played, turn to that. If you lose all your life points. Okay, so each 3, we have to defeat them in 3 rounds. However, the first Scorpion Man, he's got 4. So I think we all encountered wind on a lonely night. We certainly have. So I don't know how we're going to beat that, because we got to do it in 1 round. But then I guess we survive, yeah. So we would just survive. Okay, well, let's do the first one then. Let's do the first one. Presumably, okay, so do you want to do a power attack? Because it's got 4. We need to hit it 4 times, but we've only got 1 round. So I don't fully understand how we're going to do that. But anyway, so do you want to go 7 or do you want to go 9? You decide. You decide. I think we've encountered all... Oh, yes. Especially when you've gone camping. So what would you like to do? Would you want to do a 7, a standard attack, or power attack, where we try and deal 3 points of damage? Have we got a +1 or anything like that? We haven't. No. No. Standard says Steve. Standard says Steve. Anyone else voting? I think we'll go for standard then. I guess it doesn't really matter. I tell you what, we'll attack them each because we can defeat the other ones. Okay, so Lee also wants to go standard, so we need 7 or more. Yes, bosh. So the first one then, that's the end of round 1. We did survive, so that's fine. Round 1 on the second Scorpion, we need to have a 3, but I guess we could, it's up to you. Again, we just need to survive it all. So what would you like to do? Standard or power? What would you like to do? You decide while I have a little tasty drink. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't have to defeat them. We just need to survive. So maybe 7 is easier to get? Yeah, I don't know. You decide. Steve's decided. Standard. Anyone else voting? How long do we have to survive? So we've just got to survive 1 round with each of them. Spellsting wants to go standard. Yeah, so we just have to survive 1 round with each of them. Which we will do because we've got loads of health. We've got full health. So yeah, it's probably best just to go standard with all of them, to be honest. Okay, 7 or above. Oh, look at that. Is that... Let me double check that. It is a 6. Whew. Okay, so we survived that one. And then 1 round. Let's do the third one. Should we just do standard again? Because we only have to survive 3 rounds. Let's do that then. 7 and above. Oh, that's the first time I thought that might go wrong. 2 damage. We're on 10. But we've survived. So, if you're still around after all the rounds have been played, turn to 300. Well, we have. So... Enough, Omen cries. The Scorpion man's stinger stops mid-arc. I've wasted enough time in this cursed place. You fought well, Coda. Perhaps I'll find a use for you when my task is done. But for now, I will keep you here. 35. Turn to 35. He breathes deeply and closes his eyes. The Scorpion men vanish. Then he clicks his fingers and there's a soft, girlish whisper from above. You feel a sharp sting and something with many legs scuttles back up to its web. Clutching your neck, you stagger towards the throne. Wait! You gasp. I've found you. Dire owes me... Omen laughs. Omen's laugh is sudden and wild. It's probably not like that. Coda, you're a sadder case than I thought. You fall to your knees. Do you really think she'd pay you after what you've seen? He bends down and grasps you by the hair. She's killed you, Coda, just like she killed your brother. My brother. He throws you to the ground as the world goes dark. Sweet dreams, Coda. Oh, it's not quite finished yet. It's looking pretty dire for us, though, isn't it? Whoa, have we done something wrong? Have we not found the proper exit? Your brother is leaning over, shaking you by the shoulder. It's early morning. And you want to go back to sleep. He's trying to tell you something, but you can't make out what he's saying. The sunlight glints off his glasses, and you roll over with a grunt. The sunlight, I know I've done that. He thinks it's important, you can tell. Something about an archive and secret documents, but you don't care. Woke up just in time. Hello, Lirin. Yes, we are still playing. We managed to fight the Minotaur, we beat the Minotaur, but then Omen manifested 3 Scorpion men and we only had to survive those. We survived those. However, he's put us in some sort of coma, and we're having some sort of dream about our brother. Something about an archive, secret documents, but you don't care. The great reporter can wait till breakfast to boast about his latest discovery. Then the shaking stops, and under hooded lashes you watch him turn away. Time to wake up, Coda. Through aching eyes you see a blurred finger surrounded by light. Not finger, figure. You won't... Why your brother... Why won't your brother just leave you alone? You kick out like a child, and your foot passes right through him. Blinking fiercely, you sit up. Who are you? The figure is not your brother. Its robes are midnight black, but they shine like the stars. I am Murder. You scramble to your feet. Your head throbs, and you reach out to steady yourself against a low wall. Leaning over, your weak cry is lost to the plane far below. You're on top of the tower. The creatures are leaving camp, marching towards the portal on the hill. Giants with flaming swords, manticores, and with scorpion tails. Wolf riders, spider people, evil spirits and monstrous serpents with many heads. Dragons swoop past, their wings almost brushing the tower, and thunderbirds gather lightning from the sky. In the distance, on the brow of the hill, a horseman turns. He's silhouetted against the red sun, and his voice carries across the plain. We are the avenging fire, he cries. Dire will burn, and so will all who stand in our way. A wild roar rises, and the demon army follows Omen over the brow of the hill. You sink to the floor and close your eyes, half expecting to wake up back on Keris. But your clothes are drenched with sweat and your throat is parched. This is no dream. Open your eyes. Drink this. E.T. Burning finger. Yeah, exactly. Burning finger. So, you do have a choice. The shining figure offers you a cup. Would you like to drink from the cup from the murder? What would you like to do? Would you like to drink? Type drink. If you don't want to, type no. Or you can type yes or no. It's up to you. Manticores. Are we in the dungeon yet? Nearly. Drink. Yes. I'll have a drink as well. What could possibly go wrong? That's nice. I might have to have another one later. I'm going to finish that one. Okay, so we are going to drink. Good old Father Ted. We are going to drink. That's 18. The liquid is cool and clear like a mountain stream and soothes your burning thirst. With a steadier hand, you return the cup. Add 3 life points. Whoa! We're back up to full strength. That's what we like to hear. Back up to full strength. Turn to 55. Come on, I'm not sure what the ending's going to be. Not sure how we're going to end this. Slowly, warily, you get to your feet and look around. The roof is bare, stone, but your eyes fall on a thin white rope hanging over the side. It's sticky to the touch, and you remember the creature with many legs. Yes, the demons are loose, Coda. Murdoch's mouth moves between the black ringlets of his beard, yet somehow the voice comes from all around. You try to focus. The man on the horse, he made them. He was searching for you. Oh no, that's us talking. The man on the horse, he made them. He was searching for you. Murdoch's eyes gleam like distant galaxies. The demons are loose, and to face them you must find what you lost. Your mouth opens, but he continues. Omen's army has passed through the portal. Mankind will fail. No, will fall unless you defeat him. He will not stop a dire. His demons won't let him. Slowly you shake your head. Defeat him? No, I'm not my brother. I'm nobody's saviour. A sword was forged for your task, but its power can only be wielded by one who is worthy. That's not us then, is it? And now your confusion turns to anger. Maybe I don't want to be worthy, Murdoch. Your voice shakes. I've already told you, I'm nobody's saviour. He raises his hand and the sky darkens. Thunder rolls and images flicker in the clouds. But they're not just images, they're memories. Find the part that was lost, Coda. It is a memory long buried. Turn over to see your memories swirling above the tower. Most are from your adventures, but some are from your childhood. Count the ones from your childhood and multiply by the number that are left. Oh, I see. Then turn to the entry number you get. So, you need to be looking at this image, this illustration. So if you go to the Edra Tales Facebook group, click on media, click on albums, click on Portal of Chaos, and then click on this image, and you should be able to look for it as well. So I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. God, I thought we were close to the end, but we're not. So maybe this will take us up to the end of the evening. So, some are from our childhood, some are from our memories. Sorry, from our adventures. So it looks like there's 1, 2, I would say 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 times 7 is 42. Which image? It should be this one here. I mean, I can hold it up here. So you're meant to be looking. You might be able to see it actually from here. So look to see. Oh, it's affecting the colour. Look at that. Look to see what you think the images in the circles are. Some are from your childhood. Some are from your adventures. You're meant to count the number from your childhood and times it by what's left. And I thought it was 6 times 7, which makes 42. But I might be wrong, obviously. You decide. If you can work it out from there, let me know. Let me know if you have worked it out. This one here says guess who, and it looks like there's some sort of explosion. Oh, which might have been the Ravens. Did the Ravens do that? Was there an explosion there? Anyone found it? If not, you can go to the Edra Tales Facebook group, click on media, click on albums, click on photos, I believe it is, and then click on Portal of Chaos, and then click on this image. Anyone else found it? Anyone else found it? If not, I shall try 42. And if it's not 42, 6 times 7, I'll try 7 times 6. Let's find out. It's not 42. Lee Rin thinks it's 32. Okay, it's not 42. It's not 32. It's not 32. So 1, 2, well, it doesn't really matter, does it, which way you do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. 8 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 times 4, is that 36? No, it's not 36. What's 8 times 4? 8, 16, 24, 32. Oh, leave input 32, so we've already tried 32. Well, the Guess Who, maybe that's 1. So childhood, 1, 2, 3. 3. Maybe it's 3 times 9. 3 from past. Yeah, that's what I've just thought. I tried 32. 1 is the Minotaur, yes. So it's 3 times 9, which is 27. 27. Oh, it's 27. It is 27. Cash back between us. We did it. Darn a delirious vision quest. And it had to be about the sucker. I flunked mathematics. Reluctantly, you look from one image to the next. Most are fresh in your memory, but there are 3 from much longer ago. They fill your vision with as others fade, until you can see on the scenes of your childhood swirling around and around. Add 1 upgrade point. What should we upgrade then? What should we upgrade? We are on strength 5, skill 6, 6x7, and speed 6. What would you like to upgrade? Type now. Type now. What would you like to upgrade? Strength probably is the most obvious one. What is the third image? So, that's a good point. The third image. So, speed, strength, 55. So the 3 images were, one was this one, where it looks like it's a boy looking at your parents. Another one was, I thought it was the London Bridge, maybe. Was it that one? And then I thought it might be this one. It's a painting. Like you like paintings. So it's either the Guess Who or the bridge, but I think it's the bridge. I think that's how I worked it out. I can't remember now. Speed or strength. So we've got a decision to make. Anybody else want to vote? Anybody else voting? Anybody else voting? Playing football at the barn. Yes, playing football at the barn. That's definitely one. Oh yeah, playing football. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I missed that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, playing football at the barn, the parents one, and then I thought maybe that's a painting that you'd done. Because the Tower Bridge, that wasn't, because we went to London, didn't we? But then we had the Raven. We met the Raven because that was on the bridge. That's the tower, that's the computer archive, that's the ship, that's the Minotaur, that's some sort of scary lady. And Guess Who was a bomb, so I doubt that's going to be in your childhood. The glasses and the shadows is the brother. Yeah. Oh, I see, the glasses, yeah, the archive. Oh, yes, yeah, that could be the brother. Making hot curry noodles to wake me up. Oh, sounds perfect. I'll have some of those. Scary lady. Diet. Oh, yes, that probably is. Yeah, I did wonder that, actually. So, okay, so we've got a split decision then. Speed and strength. 180 seconds to completion. Nice, that's speed. 1, 2 or 3, it's speed. 4, 5 and 6 is strength. It is a 4. We're going to upgrade the strength. So they are on 6 now. We've got 6 strength, we've got 6 skill, we've got 6 speed, and we've got 7 sixth sense. 7 sixth sense. Your brother is in them all, playing with you in the farmyard, and then years later... Oh, okay, it's going to tell us now. And then years later, accessing secret archives, well done, and telling your parents what he found. The crusading reporter, but no longer quite your best friend. You were too young to understand his work, but it changed him somehow. You saw the anger he tried to hide. Suddenly, the images stop swirling and you find yourself back in the farmhouse. He's standing in the doorway and you don't want him to leave, but you're too proud to tell him that. You remember they were talking late into the night, your parents and him. They thought you were asleep, but you heard. And this time it's serious, a threat on his life. There is someone who wants him dead unless he drops the investigation. But you know he won't. There's something on your cheek, and angrily you brushed away a tear. This was the last time you saw him. The universe is still filled with bad people doing bad things. Nothing changes. Murdoch is standing beside you, and he looks at your brother with shining eyes. He needs your help. Me? How can I help him? I'm just a dumb kid, remember? Murdoch turns. Not anymore. And suddenly your words come tumbling one after the other. But he left us, didn't he? He cared more about other people than his own family. Why should I care about him? I don't. I left him behind. I left them all behind. Murdoch's voice is quiet. Tell me the name of your ship, Coda. And then you stand there in your childhood home, fists clenching and unclenching. What do you mean? The name Hunter. It was your brother's name. Hunter Santes. That's not why I... But then you remember. Remember you wanted to tell your brother, but didn't dare. The memory long buried. The part of you that was lost. Murdoch puts a hand on your shoulder. Go get him. But it's only a dream. Go. And so you stumble out into the yard. Your brother's already leaving. Hunter, wait. Let me go with you. I want to help. He turns in surprise, and slowly his old smile spreads. You're too young, kid, but thanks. I know you are made of the right stuff. He ruffles your hair and walks away, leaving you standing alone. And then he stops. Actually, there is something you could do. You run up. He leans down to whisper in your ear. Your eyes widen. Got it? He asks. You nod. Then you're ready. He pushes up his glasses and everything starts to glow, brighter and brighter. And then you open your eyes and you're back on the roof of the tower. There's a sword in your hand, black as night, but shining like the stars. And Murdoch is gone. Add the star sword. Holy cow, we've got a star sword. We have the star sword. If I can spell sword. We've got a star sword. Increases your roll die by 1 in combat. It's a +1. Fantastic. If you roll an 8, the swords make it a 9, but it does not exclude you. Oh, okay. It doesn't work on your ship's cannon. Now turn to 151. Oh, we've got the star sword. We found him. We know. We're getting this closure that we needed. Star sword, people. Exactly. I'm glad you're as excited as I am, Spellsing. You find a silver sheath on your belt for the blade. The plains below are empty now, and you stride across to the sticky white rope hanging over the edge of the tower. It's stuck fast to the stone and ends about halfway down by a dark opening. The only way. Taking a deep breath, you lower yourself through the air, hand by hand, until finally you're dangling next to the opening. You stretch out a foot, but it's just out of reach. You have to swing for it. Roll 1 die and add your strength level. Oh, it's just as well we did strength. It is the Vorpal sword, not. It's the not Vorpal sword. We are hardcore, exactly, and we know it. Now wonder, the ship's name is not just cool sounding, it was remembrance and sorrow, regret and apology you never gave him. Absolutely, it means something. Oh, boom. Boom, we've got maximum. Once again, good die rolling, you see. If you're told it's higher than 10, it is higher than 10. It is higher than 10, ladies and gentlemen. Adjusting your grip, you kick your legs out and back until you're swinging smoothly. Then at the top of the arc, you let go and drop neatly through the opening. Oh yeah, we know what we're doing. There's not a lot of choices to be made. It's literally just guiding you through, isn't it? As your breathing slows, you peer into the darkness. You're in a long corridor that looks more like a cave. The walls have the same black veins as the marble hall, and the air is foul and humid. Switching on your torch, you follow the passage as it curves round and down. The lights glisten off the pale, damp stone, and a steady tremor pulses through the floor, almost like a heartbeat. You hear voices ahead. Maybe it's a test, one of them is saying. Him telling us to leave the human, so juicy and tender up there, with a little snack on its back, says another. What's inside? Shiny things, says a third. Shiny things for the sisters? Then all together, but only if we're good. You turn on the torch and edge forwards. The passage opens into a chamber that's lit by a nest of tightly woven threads glowing huge and pale above your head. You lean in and feel something against your neck, almost invisible. The nest quivers and 8 long legs emerge. It's a tripwire. You move into the chamber and draw your blaster. Sisters, look what's come to find us. Come to find poor Giacomo. 3 grinning faces peer over the edge of the nest. Women's faces, with black hair and pale skin. They rise up and you can't suppress a cry. Their long necks grow from a single monstrous spider body. Giacomo. Don't know how you pronounce it. I know spiders, Lee, I know. Ken rolling great on the week, no one's here. I know. Typical, isn't it? Typical. He's brought the sack. It has. You fire your blaster and they giggle to themselves. What was that, sisters? A nasty little singy thing? Not shiny at all. You see jewellery and gemstones glinting in the nest, and the Jolmogomogo descends. I'll be back. I'll back you up in later streams for a price. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Yeah, come on. You rummage desperately for anything shiny that might distract it while you fight. If you have the silver ring, hammer brooch, or eye pendant. We've got a necklace. We've got a necklace, surely. Should we just say we've got a necklace? Come on, we got a necklace, that'll do. Scrap metal. That'll do. I'm going to go for that. Use them now and delete them from your book. For each item you have, cross one out, jog combat points. So, yeah, I'm going to say we've got 1. I'll say we've got 1. Come on then. So we're going to get rid of the necklace. It is metal. That's shiny. So they have 4 points. We've got 6 rounds. They deal 2 damage. What would you like to do first? Would you like to do a 7 or a 9? What would you like to do? You decide. Well, I get another beer. So you decide, 7 or a 9. You decide. You decide. Here we go then. What have we got? 7s. Oh, we don't have a bone to stick in that spider rancor's mouth like Luke did. That is true. Remember, we have a +1 sword made of stars. Stars of remembrance. Oh, I like that. So yes, Lyrin, exactly. So we do get a +1. Before we get into battle, though, we do need to drink. So, Carless Worldwide New Zealand Pilsner. There we go. It's New Zealand, mate. It's 4.8, so slightly lighter or less alcohol percentage than my previous beer. So, I think 2 of these is about a pint and a half, isn't it? It's about a pint and a half. Seems to be Wikipedia. Japanese. What's that? Oh, Stars of Remembrance. Is that a Japanese sword? Is that an actual Japanese sword? Is it? I didn't realise. Nice. Nice. I thought you made that up, Lyrin. Okay, we're going to go 7. We need a 7 or above. That's the stuff. Oh, vigorating curry soup. Oh, nice. I like it. Down the hatch, Ken. Thank you very much, Spelsing. No, Gummo means spider monster. Oh, does it? Oh, the actual name. Okay, so we need 7 and above. Oh, we got 7. We got 7 because we got a +1. Have some of that. Have some of that. So, they are on 3 points. And we're on 5 rounds. So, 5 round are on 3 points. What would you like to do again? Would you like standard attack for 1 point of damage? Or would you like a power attack where we need to get 9 or above for 3 points of damage? Let me know now. May the juice gods be with you. Yes, the dice gods be with you. Exactly. We're feeling a bit leery now, aren't we? We've all had a few. We've got a +1 sword. That's nice. Not quite as nice as the previous beer, but it's nice. Again, it's got a bit of a fruity, just a hint of fruit in this one. But it's not quite as strong in terms of the alcohol, like the IPA kick. Power, we're all going for power now. Here we go then. We need 9 and above. We do have a +1, so let's get a double 6s. Come on. That's pretty good. That is a 7-8. Oh. That is close. That is close. It does do 2 points of damage. We are on round 4. It's got 3 points of damage. We're on to 10. So, what would you like to do now? Would you like to do power or would you like to do standard? Should we play it safe? We need 3 more hits on it. What would you like to do? Power will kill it outright, but, you know, remember the rounds. Though it's not specified, that outsword isn't a katana either. So let's pretend it's one with the ivy dragon hilt, like Connor McLeod from McLeod's Katana as well. I like the sound of that, Lirin. Lovely dragon ivy hilt. Double-handed. So what would you like to do? Would you like a standard attack or would you like a power attack? Greetings, Sally. Hello, Sally. We are fighting a 3-headed human woman spider. We are still going. Yeah, I know. We survived the Minotaur. We killed the Minotaur. Then we survived scorpion men, 3 of those. And now we're fighting one giant spider with 3 heads that are women's heads. Someone drilling. Yes, that is my very noisy now. That is my air conditioning. It just gradually got noisier. Something's gone on it. It wasn't cheap either. Anyone, so what do you want to do? Are we doing a standard attack? Not near the end, as Ken thought. I know, I thought we were fairly near the end. Well, we kind of are. We had some resolution with the brother. Yeah, WHOA is a gruesome standard. Yeah, so Steve would like standard. Lee would like standard. Let's go for standard then. We need 7 or above. Sally would like to go standard. I'm probably not sure she knows what she's voting for. But anyway, standard it is. Lirin's going standard. We're all going standard. Here we go then. We need 7 or more. That's 5 plus 1. We got 6. She's hard. She's hardcore. So I was rolling well until now. So we've got 3 rounds to kill her. We need to have hit her with 3 damage points. If we roll a 7 or more, we'll hit her with 1 damage point. If we go for power and we get 9 and above, we will kill her outright. We're on 8 hit points, so we'll survive. However, we need to kill her within those rounds specified. So what would you like to do? Would you like to do standard or would you like to do power? Power kills us straight away. If we win every standard, we will have to win 3 in a row. But it's slightly easier because it's 7 and above. What would you like to do? I can neither confirm nor deny Ken's good dice rolling until I receive my fee. You've changed, Steve. You've changed. We went to see Dave Morris give a talk together, and now this is how you're treating me. Okay, so Steve's going for power. Sally, this is true. Ken was rolling. I was rolling well. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. We're going for a power, though. We're going for power. So we're going to roll a double 6. Come on, this is the one. Double 6. Here we go. Oh, that's a 6. That's a 7. So we're on 6 points. Okay, so we need to do power every time now. We need to do power every time. So, oh, I see. Lee got his. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Lee was cheaper. A couple of meaty tubes. Just a packet of meaty tubes. Lee was happy. It must be for exactly. You are Jonah. Is that Jonah and the Jets? Here we go. We do need to get. We need to get 9 and above. Okay, double 6s. That is a 7. That's an 8. Oh. 4. Okay. We have 1 round. We need to get... This is it. We need to get 9 and above. Let's take a drink. I know, the whale. Jonah and the whale. It's from the Bible. Wasn't it? No, you're thinking of Susie and the Banshees, surely. Okay, so here we go then. We need a double 6. Come on, 9 and above, 9 and above, 9 and above. Boom! Look at that. That is a 10 plus 1 with our sword. That's 11. That's 11. Come on. Have some of that. The spider's taking grazes. What? Taking grazes off her back as we roll into its furry thorax. Furry thorax, sorry. And with the momentum cleaves the arachnid in twain as the 3 witch heads attach to its mandibles screech like nails on chalkboards. Boom goes the dynamite. There it is. Yeah, just stick that up, yeah. Mandibule. That was close, though. That was close. 78, 78. Take some of that, you cry. The star sword glimmers darkly in the chamber and slices through one of Geronimo's legs. The creature screams and rears up. It cuts us! It tricks us! The blade's not human! And it plunges into Geronimo's belly. A light spreads up to the sisters' faces. Their mouths open in a silent scream, and the creature vanishes. There we go. Again, there's not a lot of decision-making that you've had. I think that is a weakness of the book. 284. 284. Sheathing your sword, you hurry from the chamber. Who knows what creatures heard Geronimo's screams? But as you follow the passage down, you encounter nothing more until you creep back into the main hall. There's an empty throne, and the great doors shut tight at the far end. And sitting on the floor beside them is a giant with red hair and swirling blue tattoos. His head hangs down between his knees, and the great belch rumbles like thunder. If you have the invisibility collar, which we don't. However, it says if you have the umbrella and would like to use it. I thought we had. No, we didn't get an umbrella. We hardly got any objects. So we've got none. If you have neither or don't want to use them, turn to 360. Again, there's no choices. I'm terribly sorry. 360. You can't creep past with the doors closed. Your best hope is a sneak attack. Add your skill, strength. No, hang on. Add your skill, strength, and 6 levels. If your total is 18 or higher, which it should be, it is 12 plus 7, which is 19. Have some of that. Is that right? 12 and 7? Yeah, 19. 251. 251. Boom. You creep down the hall with your eyes fixed on the slumbering giant, stopping when he stirs and moving when he settles until finally you're within striking distance. He grunts uneasily and lowers his legs to scratch his belly. Now's your chance. The star sword flashes down on his exposed neck, and his head lands with a thud and rolls between his feet. You see a single eye in the middle of his forehead, half open in surprise and staring blindly at the ceiling, but the giant fades quickly away. Turn to 15171. Again, no decision. This hasn't been much. Yeah, we'll talk about this. Your helmet lies where you left it. Is that right? Yes. And the doors open onto the silent plain. All is still, and you pass by abandoned tents and cold campfires on your way. There can be only one. There can be only one. And still, we've done that. The great archway stands black against the red sky, and the raven is nowhere to be seen. You turn for a last look at the tower, then step through. Into the chamber at the bottom of the volcano, you look up and see the stars. The top of the crater has disappeared, and you start to climb the frozen steps. Ulf, are you there? I'm on my way. There's a brief silence. Then her angry chatter bursts over the radio. Nobody wants a hairy chatter. All right, she shouts. I got a little delayed down here. Yeah, there's no need for that kind of language. What's that? What? No, it can't have been that long. Ulf meets you at the top of the crater, and in between the repeated threats to find a more reliable partner, you learn she's been waiting here for over a month. She watched Omen's army march straight up into space and disappear. She checked the crater day and night, nearly froze her tail off, is running low on rations, had almost given you up for lost, and now here you are, except you're not. She turns and sees you've stopped in your tracks. Must be the portal. You stop and try again. There's only one word that can still stem the tirade. Thanks, you say, half mumbling the word into your helmet. Thanks. For waiting, I mean. And your navigator rolls her eyes and turns away. Back on the ship, you bring each other quickly up to speed. As soon as you left, old messages came through from Dyer, warning you away from Keris. They've been blocked somehow. And Omen's not been idle since his return through the portal. He's overrun Dyer's forces and driven them from Mars. They've retreated to London, but he can't hold out much longer. His triumph is near. And once Dyer falls, mankind will follow. The end of days, just as Murgal foretold. You lean back and stare up at the stars. I'll drop you off at the nearest station, you say. The job's done. You'll get your money. She doesn't seem to hear you and starts plotting a course for Earth. Ulf, no, this isn't your fight. She turns suddenly and bares her teeth. She's coming, whether you like it or not. You swallow and look away. All right, you say softly, have it your own way, but I need to think where to go first. You remember what your brother whispered to you back up on the tower. He told you he buried something important at the farm, but you've already lost so much time. So what would you like to do? At last you get a decision. Do you want to go straight to London? Type London. Or do you want to go to the farm first? Type farm. What would you like to do? London or farm? Apt for a dog woman, though. Hairy talk. Exactly. We all like a bit of hairy talk now and again, don't we? Not quite sure what it means, but... Farm. You all want to go to the farm, see what the brother... It's probably just buried a bone for the dog. That's probably what it is. I hope it's not like a little time capsule, you know, where, oh, open this in 20 years' time, and it's a yo-yo and a Tamagotchi and a ruler and a book from the era. Emotional closure, exactly. Go back to the farm. Emotional closure. 226. Okay, 226. We've still got 10 minutes. 226. The remains of the farmhouse are buried under a sea of moon wheat. You sold it when your parents died and haven't been back since. It's hard to get your bearings. You turn and walk along the dusty road, telling Ulf to wait with the ship. That's all she ever does. All the old houses are long gone, but there's a ditch, you remember, cutting across the field. You leave the road and follow it up, disappearing between the green stalks as if you're a child again, making for your secret den. It was your brother's idea, the den. He found the boards to make the roof and walls across the ditch, and stones to sit on if it rained. Well, the roof and walls have gone, but there are the stones up ahead. You hurry over and roll over the largest one away. Yes, there it is. The grey box your brother... It's probably a stash of porno, Max. The grey box your brother told you about up on the tower. He buried it under the stone. With shaking hands you lift the lid. And inside are a pair of glasses you haven't seen for a very long time. If the world must end, I want to be at least tell my big brother I'm sorry. Ulf looks up in surprise as you come tearing down the road. She's been enjoying the sun after a month on icy Keras, but follows you up to the cockpit. You hand her your brother's glasses. There's a nanochip in the frame, you say. Broadcast what you find on all frequencies. And without waiting for a response, you blast off for London. Add brother's glasses to your logbook. Come on, we're still picking up the items. Yes, this is going to do it. Without waiting for a response, you blast off for London. Yeah. Turn to 185. Come on, we can do this. Feels like it is wrapping up now. Come on, we can do this. Oh. Restore your life points to 12. Boom! Boom again. We were on 4, so that is a big relief. Back up to 12. There we go. Back up to 12. He is now with us in spirit. Exactly. I've put that upside down. I'm not going to get far with that, am I? The stars snap back into focus. You emerge from the space gate. Far below, the Earth is shrouded in thick cloud. If Al runs final checks on the weapons systems, that's what she does. Dyer puts on an SOS, solar system wide, calling on every able-bodied person to come to the planet's defense. A last stand against Omen's army. Slowly, you tighten your straps and breathe deep. He's down there somewhere, you know that. He wants to kill Dyer with his own hands, and that makes him vulnerable. That gives you a chance, because if Omen falls, his army falls with him. You saw the Scorpion men vanish when he closed his eyes. You nod to Ulf and you take the ship down, scorching through the atmosphere until the clouds swallow you up. London's great dome appears out of the gloom, or what's left of it. The top's been smashed open and thick smoke billows out. Creatures are marching down from the sky, and a few scattered iron bolts rise to meet them. You swerve past and drive through the city to the city below. Through the river, through to a river burnished gold by the burning buildings along its banks, to giants stomping through the rubble, and people swarming around them like ants, to dragons, manticores and thunderbirds raining death from above, and through the internal fog of war you search for a small figure on a pale horse, Omen Rose. I must say the terrifying jungle is surprising and original, yeah? It's cool. It's very cool. Turn the page to see the battle over London. If you find Omen, count how many squares in squares from the left he is, then how many up from the bottom. Put the two numbers together in that order to find his coordinates. So you will need to go to Thunderbirds, cut their strings, and they will be powerless. Hey! There it is. You will need to find this image. Go to Edra Tales Facebook group. Go to media. Go to albums. I think go to photos. I can't remember now. But you should find a Portal of Chaos folder. And in there will be this image, which is all the demons flying around. It's quite detailed, so I don't think you're going to find them. But you are looking for a person, a small figure on a horse. Oh, now can I find that? It's dim light. I'm in dim light. We need a small figure on a horse. Where are you? Oh, I think there it is. I think I found him. How many squares from the left he is, then how many from the bottom? Okay, I think is 1, 2, 1, 2. So what's that? 22. Is 22 the answer? Is that what we're looking for? 21. No, it's not that one. So maybe it's 1, 2. So that's 2, 1, 21. Hey, I'm clever like that. 21. No, it's not that one. So where is he? He's on a horse. Where is he? Oh, of course, it might be a flying horse. Would it be a flying horse? Could be a Pegasus. Although Pegasus is normally good. 3 from the left, I think 4 from the top. Is that where he is? Yeah. 3 from the left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is he there? Okay, so that would be 1, 2. So it's 24. So it's close. 24. Let's see if that's right. It's not 24. Near the clock tower. Where's the clock tower? Oh, there. Yeah, I wondered that one. Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 54. 54. Let's try that. It doesn't look like it's that one. It is... tricky. It's tricky to rock around and right on time. Oh no, that might be 1. It might be... Oh no, 21. I already said 21, didn't I? Yeah. 21. It wasn't 21. Where is he? Where is he? Where's the little... What were the instructions again? Okay, so it says... It says... Through the river bones, the giant stomping... Oh, the giant stomping through and people swarming around them like ants. To dragons and through the internal fog of war, you search for a small figure on a pale horse. So you're looking for a figure on the horse, and the answer is how many squares he is left by how many squares it is down. Oh no, oh yeah, up from the bottom. So how many? Yeah, so 3 left, 2 down. 32. Let's find that. Let's find out. Lee-Rin says 32. Not Lee-Rin. Lee, should I say. Lee. It's not 32, I'm afraid. Where's this horse? Oh, I see. The one I thought it was originally was... It looks like a man with a crossbow. Oh, is he on the bridge? No, he's not on the bridge. Where is he? Is he there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Is it 43? I mean, we could go through all the 2-digit numbers. just read them out. I've got it. It's 43. It's 43. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So it's actually bang in the middle. 4 left and 3 down if you count it square. Yes, you are rightly. You are rightly. 4 down. It's that one there. Okay, so 43. A fighter jet corkscrews past. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, oh yeah. A fighter jet corkscrews past. So close you can see the pilot scream. She's trying to shake off at the manticore that's tearing her plane apart. You swerve past a dragon's jaws and a thunderbird's claws and find yourself in clear air. Just for the briefest moment, but that's all you need to spot the pale horse galloping down the river. Fire flashes from its hooves, and on its back a bearded man is urging it on. Omen Rose. Add 1 upgrade point and then turn to 240. What upgrade point would you like? We're on 6 strength, 6 skill, 6 speed, and 7 6 sense. What would you like? Have to go. Thank you, Sally, for tuning in. No worries. Talk soon. Thanks for joining us. Speed. She's just put speed. Yes. Make haste. Skill. Maybe we need skill. Maybe we need strength. Speed. 2 for speed. What are we going for? You decide. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? It looks like speed. Let's give it a bit of speed then. Okay, we've got speed 7, 6 sense 7, strength 6, skill 6, 240. We are so close to doing this. Surely. Jamming the controls forward, you dive down to meet Omen head on. But there's something glowing in his hand, something held high like a signal, and 4 great dark shapes rise from the Tower of London to meet you. They look like monstrous ravens by the portal, and on the leading creature you see a small figure in a tattered cloak. Murgle! Murgle! Lyrian's put out a very eclectic mix of mythology in his army of monsters. Japanese spider demon women, Norse Jotuns, giants, from Fiery Missile Hymn, Greek sirens, mermaids, minotaurs, and Cerberus, multi-headed dogs, Native American thunderbirds, and of course English dragons. I guess it was all mythology. All mythology. It's great. So it says that if you have Heron's Horn, which we don't. To be honest, we hardly got any of these items. If not, turn to 106. We hardly got any of these items. The ravens fan out, purple flame flickering from their beaks, and you bring the first one into your sights. Roll a 6, you send a raven crashing into the river. Roll a 4 or 5, you clip its wings with your cannon. Fill half of it, you wounded it half. Roll 1, 2 or 3, you miss and are hit by a jet of purple flame. Deduct 2 life points. If your skill level is 6 or higher, add 1 to each roll. That's what we like to see. When both halves, yes. Okay, we've got 4 ravens. So we're on 6 skill, but we get +2 now. 1 from the sword and 1 from just because we get it. So let's roll. We need to roll to kill it outright. We need to roll a 6. 4 or 5, we still injure it half. So this is for the first one, purple flame in the style of Prince. Exactly. Here we go. I'm not sure we even had a torch. No, I know. We didn't even pick the torch up. We still have 2 more lives. Yes, exactly. No, we'll be fine. Come on. 2, 3, 4. That's half. Okay. Here we go then. 5, 6. Dead. First one dead. Have it. This is for the second one. 3, 4, 5. That's half. 5, 6. Dead. That's the second one done. Come on. 2, 3, 4. That's still half. 3, 4, 5. Dead. So this is the last one. 5, 6. Dead. Take that, Ravens. You are no match for us. If you kill the 4 men before running out of charges... Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we... Oh, okay. I slightly cheated there because it was the cannon. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're going to do this. I'm determined. 308. 308. I think we did it legitimately. No, maybe we didn't. We cheated a bit, but hey, you know, it's only a game. It's only a game. No one's going to know. Simon Tudhope, he's not going to know. He's not going to know. The monstrous bird mobs your ship from all sides, swooping in with metal-shredding claws and striking from range with purple flame. They're toying with you, teasing you, trying to make you waste your shots, but you refuse to play, and one by one you pick them off. Now there's only Murgle left. Oh, so Murgle helped us, but now we're after him. He swoops down, so close you can see his crazed grin. He gives you a wave as you blast him from the sky. Come on there, come on. Maybe he's doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi. Great shot, Luke. That was 1 in a million. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. I don't know the exact reference. Star Wars, obviously, but I don't know. Don't know the. What film was that from? Was that the original Star Wars? I need to watch them again, I think. Elle's paws fly over the controls. You bring the ship around. She's kept a lock on Omen. He's moving east along the river and moving fast. He must have found her, you mutter. Hold on. And the straps dig into your shoulders. You swoop down, almost skimming over the water. On the left bank, a giant rips a defence turret from its foundation and hurls it your way. A burning whip snakes through you from the right, but you swerve both without slowing. You're closing. You can see on the tracker. Omen's just around the next bend. Ulf cries is sudden and loud. She's pointing at something ahead, rising from the river. Long green weeds and a pale face beneath. It's huge and terrible. The eyes are just dark caves and the teeth are jagged rocks. A monstrous mermaid is blocking your path. If you have Boudica's bracelets... I'm going to say that we do. Why not? Come on. Why not? 31. 31, yeah, let's say we've got it. Oh, it looks across. Why aren't you pulling up? But there's something. You reach into your jacket and your fingers close around the bracelet. The one you found in Boudica's grave. We remember that, don't we? Suddenly, it's almost too cold to touch. The pale gemstone is shining like the moon, and you hear hooves thundering, getting louder. A mist has risen off the river, and a ghostly chariot rushes past. There's a woman at the reins with long red hair, and she hurls the spear with a piercing cry. The mermaid screams, and it strikes her chest. There's nothing left but to clear the air, and the beat of distant hooves. Is it Boudica? 212, or Boadicea? 212. Come on, we can do this. Oh, look, there's no choices. You're making no choices. We're better shot than Han Solo, exactly. That water horse is riding it might be an Irish Kelpie. Oh, yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's Boadicea, the warrior queen, defend the Roman legions. You glance again at the tracker. Omen stopped moving. He's on a hill overlooking the city. The same hill you slept on all those weeks ago. Dyer must have been making a break for the forest. You swerve away from the river and cut across the burning streets. Over the Imperial Palace with the Brolly boys are still holding out. They're on the roof as creatures swarm the walls, and the gargoyles are fighting too, riding on their war pigeons. Oh no, the Gorgamagogs. The Gormagogs are fighting too, riding on their war pigeons. I love it. And giant rats. But soon these will fall just like the others. The battle is lost and all hope lies with you. The green hill emerges through the smoke. You see Omen at the crest of its pale horse, raising something high, a flaming sword. Just get me close, you shout to Ulf. No time to land. And as you race for the cargo hold, grabbing the Medibot for healing tonic on the way, add 5 life points. Boom, we're back up anyway. Ulf flies as low and slow as she dares, and through the open ramp you watch the treetops pass, waiting for the grass, waiting for the crest, and then you jump. 311. There's still no choice. Still no choice. This is terrible. Terrible. 311. Come on. They've forgotten it's a game book. I mean, it's beautifully written, but they've forgotten. Where are all these items? I do recall the Brolly boys. Yeah, the Brolly boys. There are 3 on the hill. You slice in silence as they watch you approach. Omen Rose, Veronica Dyer, and Crank. Dyer sits on the bench with her legs neatly crossed, and Crank stands between her and Omen. I hope you're not here for payment, she says finally, because I've already found our mystery messenger. Omen smiles and glances at the burning city. And I brought some friends, he murmurs. You never had friends, Omen, her dark eyes flash. You had me. For a moment he looks lost up there on the horse that's too big. You should have killed the bearded clown when you had the chance, Crank snarls. But Omen's horse rears. Its flaming hooves strike the bodyguard in the chest, and Omen brings his sword flashing down. Crank takes a few staggering steps back and turns to his master, but Dyer's expression doesn't even flicker as he falls dead at her feet. You see, Omen says with a twisted grin, she won't thank you for saving her. And anyway, you can't. He gestures down the hillside. There are monsters climbing. They'll be here soon. He's right. But suddenly you hear the roar of the engines. A ship swoops overhead, cannon blazing, driving them back. It's Ulf! You shout and raise your fist in salute. Yes! I'm not here to save Dyer, you say, drawing your star sword. I'm here to save everyone else. Add together your speed and 6 cents. Oh, boom! That's 14th. If it total is 12 or lower, whenever you roll a double, you're caught by the horse's flaming hooves and must deduct 1 life point, regardless of whether you win or lose the round. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. So, this is the big boss battle. We've finally done it. To its credit, its pace is epic and a multi-army of rogues is original. Yes, there are lots of positives. There are absolutely lots of positives. So, we've got 7 rounds. He deals 3 damage. He has 5 hit points. So, we've got 7 rounds to get 5 hit points. So, 7 rounds and 5 hit points. So what are we going to do? Are we going to do a standard attack of 7 and above to get 1 hit point? Or are we going guns blazing or swords rattling? And we're going to do a power attack to try and get 3, but we do have to get 9. Steve has said standards all round. I guess that's a good tactic. Does everybody agree with Steve on that? We can do this. Come on. Will my phone hold out? It will do if I do this. I do need to... I need to plug my phone in. Where's my charger? Sorry, Groffus. Oh no, Groffus, no. Let me plug my phone in. Calling for the backup. We've got the backup. Here we go. There we go. Has that worked? No, I don't think that worked. Power attack. As we duck under a flaming sweep and cleave his stomach as we roll back. So we've got 1 for power attack, 2 for standard. Right. I do actually need to plug in my phone. That didn't work. That's okay. Let me do this one. There we go. We're plugged in. We have power. Okay, so we're going to go standard, though, because it's 2 for standard. Remember, yes, +1 attack roll. Okay. That is a good point. However, for this round, then, we'll go with standard. So, we need a 7 or above. Here we go, then. 3. That's a 4. So, that didn't work. That didn't work. So 6 rounds. 3 damage. Holy that's quite a lot of damage. Okay, what would you like to do now based on that? What would you like to do now? We've got 6 rounds to deal 5 damage. Do you want to go? We roll 2d6, don't we? Oh, you're right. You're right. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I've had a few beers now. So that was 3. That was 8. No, we did it. We did it. We did it. So, there we go. Take that back. We're back on 12. So, we're on 12 hit points. He is on 4 hit points, 6 rounds. What do you want to do then? Do you want to do standard or do you want to do power? You decide while I get even more drunk. You decide. What do you want to do? Do you want to do standards or would you like to do power? What do you want to do? You decide. Leerin's gone for power again. Steve's going standards. Yeah, I think it's good to vote every time because it differs every time. You know, it might differ every time. Anyone else voting? Anyone else voting? Vote. Vote, I say. Vote. No? Do I have to let the die decide? Anyone else voting? Come on. Right, we'll let the die. Standard, Lee, thank you very much. You've broken the deadlock. Right. So we need 7 or above. Jam's also going for standard as well. So that's 5. That's 6. That's 6. Okay. So that wasn't a good attack at all. So what do we do now? We've got 4 hit points we need to get. We've got 5 rounds to do it. Do you want to do standard or do you want to do power? Leirin's going for power. He's very persistent. He thinks we need to go for power. You might be right. You might be wrong. You might be right. You might be wrong. Jam's also gone for power. Come on, it's Omen Rose. We can do it. Lee's gone for power as well. Okay, let's do it. We need 2 6s. Well, we need 9 and above, but let's get 2 6s. 9 and above. Come on, we can do it. Boom. How'd you like them dice rolling? Fantastic. So that's 3 points. He is now on 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage. What do you want to do? We've got 4 rounds left. Do you want to go standard, where we only need standard? It's easier to get. Or do you want to go power? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with a drunken sailor? Lee's gone standard. Leirin's gone standard. It makes sense to do that. I think it makes sense just to go standard this time. Okay, here we go. Come on, we can do it. This is the one. It's the big one. Let's do it. Yes! Because that's 5, 6, plus our +1. That is a 7. Have some of that. Bish bash bosh. If you win, we did. We did. The sky, I should say. The sky darkens as your swords meet. They are and flash in half light. That doesn't make sense. Is that a typo? The sky darkens as your swords meet. Full stop. Oh, they arc. That's just me not reading it properly. They arc and flash in a half light, and a strange ringing fills your ears, almost like song. Do you hear it, Coda? Omen shouts. The song of the new world. There's a wildfire in his eyes, and he fights like a man possessed. You stumble back, your breath ragged, and in the darkness above, you see dragons descending on Ulf. Omen raises his sword, and time slows. A shiver runs down your arm, and you throw your sword as the first monsters reach the brow of the hill. It flies through the air like a shooting star, and Omen looks down in surprise. No, that's not how it ends. A Minotaur charges forward, but already the beast is fading, and its axe passes through you like a breath of wind. In the silence that follows, the sky brightens. Omen is standing now. His horse is gone, and his army too. Weakly he tries to pull your sword from his chest, and you catch him as he falls. His lips move, and you lean close to hear his dying words. I said she wouldn't thank you. He's staring at something over your shoulder, and your eyes widen as the shot rings out. Turn to 48. You turn, and the second shot hits you full in the chest. Daya watches you as you stagger and fall. Reduce your life points to 1. What? What is going on? Twist in the tail? What? If it's any consolation, she sighs, getting up from the bench, I was going to do this anyway, even if you hadn't unleashed all the armies of hell. She smooths her white jacket and walks across, blaster in hand. You know too much, Coda. She stares down with the dark, unblinking eyes. Say hello to your brother for me. If you have the glasses. We do legitimately have the glasses. Come on. We have the glasses. Yes, we do. You wait for the shot, but it doesn't come. The blaster twitches and Daya's eyes flick upwards in annoyance. There are shouts behind you, getting louder. You twist around and see people climbing over the brow of the hill, row after row. Bird brains and brolly boys, London guards, fishermen and street vendors, men, women and children marching and limping and covered in grime. There she is, someone shouts. We got her. They surround you both in a bristling, jostling circle, a ring of staring eyes and dirty faces, and slowly Daya turns. She's thinking, calculating, wonder why they're here and what they want. She waits for silence, then raises her hand to the sky. The invaders are gone, she cries, banished, and we have won a great victory. Thanks, big bro. She looks from the face to face, holds their gaze, and with my help, they will never return. Smoke drifts across the hill, and her voice rises. She points towards the city below. Your sacrifices will not be forgotten. Your homes will be rebuilt. A new London, a new dome to keep the breach at bay. Standing here amongst the ashes, I make you this promise. She puts her hand to her heart and bows her head. But the silent circle only tightens. And her eyes narrow. You clear your throat. That won't be necessary, you say, climbing painfully to your feet. The dome, I mean. It won't be necessary. You take the glasses from your pocket and put them on. These were my brother's. Do you remember? He was wearing them when you two met. And dire hisses as a small halo screen projects from the lenses. There's a younger version of herself on screen, congratulating your brother on his detective work, on finding out about the secret vaccine. Turn it off, she shouts. But she knows it's too late. They've all seen it before. That's why they're here. They saw Ulf's broadcast. Make her watch, somebody cries. And so the recording plays. Your brother asks how long she's had the vaccine in her vaults. Why has she kept it secret? She talks about the people he's met. Families torn apart by the breach spores. Loved ones turned into wild beasts and dragged snarling from their homes. How can people rebuild what they've trapped inside a dome, trapped by a plague that she could cure? The older Dyer looks around the ring of silent faces and draws herself up. She remembers her reply, and she repeats it now, word for word. Because I want them trapped. Don't you understand? I don't want them to rebuild. The old world is done. There are new worlds now. There are my worlds. You take off the glasses and meet her dark eyes. She blinks once, and then the people push past and you see no more. Turning away, you stagger a few paces and fall to the ground. Your wounds are burning, and Dyer screams. Oh, we're nearly finished. She got her comeuppance. The mob turned on her. Hopefully they ripped her limb from limb. Ulf leans over, but her frantic chatter sounds faint in your ear. You realise you're dying. The wounds are too deep. Your head slips to the side and you see Omen's body lying trampled and forgotten. Even here he's alone, just like on his throne. And your eyelids droop. You remember something he said, how that throne once saved his life. You grip Ul's arm, and the last of your strength, you tell her to take you back to the portal. Oh my God, this doesn't finish. 353. Just keep going. Your crusade was not in vain. I'm proud of you, bro. Yes, proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you, brother. Okay, surely we are wrapping this up now. Time to wake up, Coda. Your journey is almost done. Slowly you become aware of a tall, blurred figure surrounded by light. And then Ulf sticks her face in the way of everything, and everything comes back to focus. You're in the great hall of the tower, and you can't be dead yet because your wounds still burn. You try to raise yourself up and find yourself floating above the ground. Ulf carried you through the portal on her hover stretcher. Your companion moves quickly for one so small. You smile faintly as Ulf growls and bares her teeth. She's not so small for a Pansnick, you say, looking up at Moldark. His eyes shine. Oh, okay. It was a different person that we defeated. His eyes shine. Come, let us take these last few steps together. And he pushes you down the hall with your navigator by your side. The throne will heal your wounds, Coda, but then it will give you a choice, and you must make it alone. You swallow painfully, as he comes to a halt. The throne awaits, dark and glistening like an insect's shell. You swing your legs over the side of the stretcher and ask what kind of choice. He holds out his hand. The same as always. What happens next? You sit down and the throne closes around you like a cocoon. It twitches and pulses, and the last thing you see is Ulf's worried face. Then in the darkness a stifling heat rises. Your skin prickles and your feet and your strength returns. Restore all your life points. Slowly you open your eyes. Before you there are two glowing visions. They move and shimmer, and you realise they're two different versions of your future. Oh yes, a choice, exactly, Lee. I was just thinking that. So, turn over to see them and make your choice. To choose the vision on your left, choose your vision on the right, choose neither and walk away. What would you like to do? Okay, so this is the decisions to your make. This one is to the left, this one is to the right. So if you are in the Edra Tales Facebook group, go to media, go to albums, I think go to photos, I'm not 100% sure now, I can't remember, but go to Portal of Chaos folder and you should see this. This one has an image, let me describe it. So this is an army of people, just like Omen Rose, and it's almost like become the Omen Rose and enslave people. This one is blow up the tower and go on a sea boat ship and break the chains. So this one is presumably, the left hand is tyranny, the right one is freedom. Or you could do neither. What would you like to do? Put left for tyranny or right for freedom, or neither. You decide what to do while I down the dregs of my pint. It's not quite a pint. Yes, at last a choice, but probably the most meaningful choice you'll have to make. Break the chains, freedom, exactly. It's all within your grasp. You have the choice. What would you like to do? Time is running out. You must make your decision. You must choose. Time is up. So, Steve would like to choose freedom. Lirin would like to break the chains and claim freedom. Lee would also prefer freedom. Okay, we're going to go for freedom. I'm assuming it's freedom. That's what it looks like. I might have got that wrong, but you know, you never know. We'll find out. Well, we will know. We'll find out now. Sharp little feelers press against your skull, prodding. Have I got the right one? Prodding and probing, reading your innermost thoughts. Freedom or power, that's the choice. And you know the power the throne bestows. You could lead a demon army back through the portal, create a new kingdom on Earth. You picture your victorious march, and the crown opens your head. But the crown is hollow and crumbles to dust. Why? Because you're not free. Free from what? And then, like a light in the dark, the answer is clear. Free from the demons. You turn and watch the ship approaching, and your choice is made. Okay, your choice is made. Did I pick the right number? Let's find out. A great noise rises. It roars and shrieks and howls and wails. The demons know they have not been chosen, and they're moving towards you. It feels like your head is going to explode. Then there's a great crack, and the cocoon splits open. The demons are gone. The noise is gone, and in its place a single pure note, unlike anything you've heard before. A calmness, a stillness. Then two furry paws appear. Ulf! 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 The ground quakes as she scrambles through the crack in the cocoon, and together you watch the walls sway. Let's do that again. And take two. And together you watch the walls sway and see the black veins in the stone turn deathly grey. Then, with a deep groan, the tower collapses around you. A sniff. You open your eyes and Ulf sneezes again. Light and dust are streaming into the cocoon, and you lever it apart. Murdoch is waiting outside. He's down on the shore, gazing out over the ocean made of stars. The plains and the mountains are gone. There's only this island left. You climb down through the rubble of the tower. Feeling better, Coda? You are. Better than you've ever felt. You see a ship approaching, and it's just like the one in your vision. You dip a hand into the dark, shining water. He smiles. Yes, it is real. Just as the demons were real. But they're gone now. You feel the chill breeze on your face. It was like they were inside me. Yes. And now they're not. His voice drops and he looks out to the sea. They cannot cross these waters, Coda. But you can. You will see what lies beyond. And you realize Murdoch is fading. The ship's hull crashes on the shingle. Wait, I don't have a choice about this? His eyes dimly glimmer darkly. You already made your choice. But what about Ulf? She can't stay here. Your companion draws her blaster and Murdoch laughs. Laughter sounds like the roaring of waves. Every captain needs a good navigator. Farewell, Coda Santes. And then he's gone. And there are just two of you left standing on the shore. The wind sighs as you turn towards the silent ship. Well, you say at last, it doesn't look as fast as our last one, does it? And I don't know what we'll do for food. Hey, well, where are you going? Ulf looks back and grins. Then she leaps aboard, and your eyes widen. Wait a minute, you shout. Keep your filthy paws away from the captain's cabin. And as you follow her onto the ship, the wind changes direction. It fills the sails and carries you out into the unknown. There we are. We've done it. All these moments will be lost like time in time. All these moments will be lost in time. Tears in the rain. Time to die. Blade Runner. Probably my favourite film. That and Lord of the Rings. Wow, powerful ending. Powerful ending. We did it. Well done. You did it. You did it. It only took us 2 hours, 8 minutes. Well, probably about 2 hours. Well done, everybody. Wow. Did he die? Who knows? Well, it is a ship, so, you know. If we were controlling it, yeah, we'd probably die. But there we are. We did it. You did it. Fantastic. What did you think, then, of Portal of Chaos? Did you enjoy the adventure? Do you enjoy the writing? Do you enjoy the little the imagery puzzles that you have to do? Let me know. Let me know. I suspect the centre one will be an afterlife where we meet our brother. Yes, that's a good point, actually. One was the demons, one was that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point. I'd like to think he didn't die. I'd like to think that we just went off and we went into, we got back to the planet, or maybe we're on the planet. Maybe it's an area of Earth. I don't know. Maybe it isn't on a different planet. But maybe there was a rich planet out there to explore. But yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if we picked the third option, maybe that we could have met up with our brother. Yeah, that would be a nice fitting ending. What the hey? I'll buy the book next. I'm in Australia or England. Fantastic. Yeah, these are very well written. Simon Tudhope. They're very well written. This is the first one though where I've not felt totally connected to the plot or the characters. I'm not quite sure why. It might be because it's sci-fi and I do prefer fantasy. It could be that. But they're very well written. It is... maybe I wasn't totally gripped by the story. But it might be because it's space. I don't know. Interesting hybrids. So, but yeah, it was actually. Yeah, you're right, Lee. It was kind of fantasy, sci-fi. But yeah. The thing is, though, you could argue for the last... So for this session and last session, hardly any choices. A lot of it was turn two, turn two, turn two. And it's for me, that's... I don't know. I didn't find that as interesting. If I'm writing it... If I'm reading it on my own, I might do. But because we're playing it, I want you to make decisions... So I feel bad that you didn't make a lot of decisions for this session or the last session. But again, when I'm doing a game book, if I'm playing it on my own, I really want to, I want to do that. I want to make those decisions. So, I don't know. It's almost like he forgot he was writing a game book. But yeah, hopefully it didn't spoil your enjoyment and you enjoyed all 7 parts of Portal of Chaos. Next up... we will be doing Masks of Mayhem. I don't think anybody has played this. Jonathan Green might have played this one. It is number 23, presumably in the original run. And it's by Robin Waterfield, illustrated by Russ Nicholson. So I'm not sure, presumably the writing is going to be good. I'm assuming. But the illustrations will obviously be brilliant because it is Russ Nicholson. And this copy... which I love, is a school edition. It's a school edition dating back from 1999, the 9th of November, but the name of the school, I can't read. I can't read the name of the school, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah. From stock. I can't read the name of the school. But anyway, so there we go. You get a nice little map at the front. And yeah, so that's... oh no, here we go. Oh, withdrawn from stock. Refill. Reepham. Is that a name of a school? Lee has put here, I think it was from a period when the fad was running down. Oh, what, this one? Yeah, but they did about 50 books, didn't they? Or have I got that wrong? Yeah, it might be. It might be. It might be. So there we go. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. It was a long one tonight, but it felt a bit like I didn't want to do a part 8. And I felt like we kind of got this far. It'd be good to actually finish the game book. So there we are. But Waterfield did Rebel Planet, which is great. Oh, well, there you go then. So this should be good. This should be a good one. Rebel Planet. I never played Rebel Planet. Maybe we'll play Rebel Planet one day. So there we go. So next week then, 7 PM UK time, Masks of Mayhem will be the next one. And I'm assuming, let's have a look. I shouldn't assume. But is it the standard... oh, if they actually... oh, yeah. Let's have a look at the adventure sheet. It's a standard adventure sheet. Yes, that's what we like to see. Something really comforting about the Fighting Fantasy series. You know what you're going to get. So be ready. All I can call it's hard. Oh, okay. Is it hard? Right. So be ready. Well, there you go. Nice little warning from Lee. We have to do Rebel Planet one day. It was a birthday present. in and a top 10 personal favourite. Oh, fantastic. Well, Rebel Planet we will do. I think I steered away from that as a kid because it was sci-fi and I was really all about the fantasy. But we can certainly do Rebel Planet. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lirin. Thank you, Jam. Thank you, Spelsing. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sally. And thank you to anyone else that didn't comment but just watched. I do appreciate it. Or if you're watching this on the Edra Tales YouTube channel, again, you're watching it on playback, but I thank you anyway. That's fantastic. It was James Bond meets Star Trek. Oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I like both of those, so yeah, pretty cool. So as I say, next Wednesday we'll be doing Mass of Mayhem. That's 7 PM UK time. And the next live stream is this Saturday, 10 AM UK time, where we will be doing Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller, where we talk about creativity, we talk about your projects, we talk about my projects, and we ramble off into other things as well. Yay to finishing Portal, exactly. Well done, guys. You smashed it, not the portal. Well, you kind of did. You smashed the tower anyway. So there we go. And yes, on Saturday I'll be giving you more updates, hopefully on To Kill a Thief. See you all soon. Yes, thank you everybody. And yay to fight. Yeah, finishing Portal. And remember, may your thieving never be caught. I always do that. Got to plug the game book. 3 hours till sunrise. Good morning. Yes, sorry it was such a long one, Lirin. Smash the portals of oppression. Exactly. That's what you've always got to constantly keep fighting for freedom. Take care, everybody. Appreciate it. Until next time. Bye-bye now.